Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rotation E-Block camera set. First of all, I'm sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I need that open. I had a slight trouble with the fact that I'm at uni and poor and need to work. It was a Sunday though. You should have been eating dinner with your family. But, we're back today with Rotation E-Block. And those of you that are perceptive has realised that maybe I'm being a little scratty here with the name of the list. First of all, if any of you were confident about Urshifu, I'm still trying to think of a way to make Urshifu Clay Dolls work. But until then, we're going to be dipping into one of the least liked engines in the game, Fusion Strike. Fusion Strike is still rotating, ladies and gentlemen. And although no one likes it, well, some people like it, it's still going and it still was quite an interesting engine. Fusion Strike was all made possible by... Let's start with the engine actually. Fusion Strike had the engine of Genesect V, whose ability Fusion Strike system said once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have as many cards in your hand as you have Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. There is only you can use once per turn. You could use this once for every Genesect you had in play. That was broken. Lots of people dislike it. I know there's lots of people that do like it because they play Mew. Now, I don't want to play the straight normal Mew. Mew isn't very fun. Mew is very straightforward and dull. And I'm not, well, say it quietly, but I'm not clever enough to be able to constantly pull off Judged Path. So, I'm going to play a different engine. And I'm going to figure it out live on stream, or video. Fusion Strike cards, there's 23 of them. We're going to decide which ones we want to play. Yeah, I'm that guy. So Fusion Strike, you just want these cards in your deck, but it allows a lot of type diversity in your deck. And not only type diversity, but Pokemon diversity. Let's delve into it. First of all, biggest strength, of Fusion Strike is the Meloetta. 70 damage for each Fusion Strike energy attached to all of your Pokemon in play. That is a large chunk of damage to do off a single prizer. 280 on turn 1. Wait, no, 210 on turn 1. That's doable. But as soon as you lose those Fusion Strike... I don't like the hollows, sorry. As soon as we lose those Fusion Strike energies, it could go down to as much as 70. That's not good, especially not on MV Max. So, let's pair it. First of all, we'd like a Latias. We'd like a Bianca. For those who don't know, Bianca's main point of the deck was to build with Latios. And they attached an energy card to each other. They both serve gimmicks. Bianca had immunity to VMAX on its attack. Latios did 210. We're not gonna play Latios because 1, Genesect exists, does the exact same damage, and does not discard the energies. And 2, because we're gonna play sibling instead. With that though, we want some more. We're gonna play some Dreepy. Dreepy is a use Pokemon. Everyone hates Snorlax Stool, except the Snorlax players. So let's use Snorlax Stool on a diet. Snorlax Stool at home. Dreepy for Infestation. 10 damage during your next turn. Defending Pokemon cannot retreat. You can switch. You can Bird Keeper. You can play any support just to get out. You cannot retreat. The main advantage is if we slap on the double turbo energies, it will do 0. So we will never KO his active or her active. We're going to add an Oricorio. I don't have the full art. Oricorio has two main big abilities, or advantages in Fusion Strike. 3 if you count the fact it's Oricorio. First one, Lessons in Zeal. All of your Fusion Strike Pokemon take 20 less damage. This one you can't apply more at once, but it is still existing. I thought about Ice-Q. Ice-Q is my favourite of the Fusion Strike Pokemon, and I really enjoy it in Expanded when Special Charge will eventually come. We're not going to play that today. Instead, we're going to play a 2-2 Accelagor line. Accelagor's probably one of the most enjoyable Fusion Strike Pokemon I've ever had fun of playing with. 120 damage, but it can be used for 1 NG if it moves from the bench to the active this go. That's alright. But what's good about it? It's a grass Pokemon. Ladies and gentlemen, the two biggest weaknesses of Mew right now is Roaring Moon and Charizard. They're both weak to grass. If we can pop in with an Accelagor, then you insta-KO Roaring Moon if it's got no choice burn. No, the tool that modifies its HP, Capsule, I think. And we can KO Charizard if you get 2 damage modifiers or some damage beforehand. Let's go out some damage modifiers. First of all, we've got our 16. We have a big fat club, some protection, some stalling, some protection, and some spread. And then we have coverage. We have a big fat Pokemon to use it with. And we have our draw. Next step, energies. This one's quite simple. It's similar in all Mew decks. 4 Fusion Strike NGs, 3 double turbos. It's that simple. We might drop it to 2 if we need more Pokemon cards. But next step, standard Fusion Strike. First of all, 4 VIP pass, you're drawing so many cards to go, you may as well. Where is Fusion Strike engine? We want Elisa. I'll go 2 because you do draw a lot, and the odds of finding one without clogging your deck is easy. We also play 4 Power Tablets. It's your main damage modifier. It will help you kill stuff easier. It will help you Psychic Leap, which is a healing card. Sorry, I forgot to explain Mew VMAX. Put simply, we're just going to use Cross Fusion Strike. Choose one of your bench Fusion Strike attacks and use it. Mostly will be Genesect, might be one of our other toolbox of attackers, or it could be Mew. Put simply, Psychic Leap, 70 damage, or 50 with the double turbo, put it back into your deck. It's a healing card. Who doesn't like to watch a big VMAX run away after it gets hurt? Why didn't Glycepod get a VMAX? I've just realised. But after that, we can just go through step 1. We want our stadium. This bit's difficult because every deck's different, but Mew is very hard. There is lots of different builds of Mew. One of the biggest ones is Judge Path. We're not playing Judge Path. I can't play Judge Path, I'm not that clever. Crystal Cave, it involves a lot of healing your Genesect for Sableye matchups. Shopping Centre, depending on your list. Lost City in the main Mew list. So using straight Mew VMAX. We're not going to, we're playing a toolbox. Retreating? We could do. Mezagoza? We could do. I'm going to go for League Headquarters. First of all, you need to be careful playing this, because if you play it at the wrong time and don't have a bounce, then you can limit yourself. But a lot of the time we'll be attacking with Mew. And what's the best way to deal with other Pokemon in Mew? Why don't we just make them harder to attack with? Roaring Moon costs 4 NG. You can't always get 4 NG down. Next step, tools. This is a difficult one. First of all, there's one that's ridiculously simple. Different numbers on it. I play 2 sealed stones. I don't want 4, as much as some weird people try. I don't want 3, that seems too many. And 1 just means I'll prize it every go. Then we're going to play a weird one. Super effective glasses. If I show you my type coverage, we have Psychic. If you're really bold, we could try and get Metal into play. We have another Psychic. We have Dragon. We have another Psychic. We have Fire. That's not going to matter though. But we have Grass. Importantly. If I go over the top decks just off the top of my head, Goldengo. There is no Fire type. We don't care. We're just going to beat it to death. What else is there? There's Dark. Weak to Grass. Triple 120 is 360. That reduces your reliance on your power tablets. Rhydon. There's no fighting types. Urshifus, the big fighting attackers. Well, they're weak to Psychic. And maybe we could even come in with a Max Miracle to be able to attack next go and deal 110. Triple 330. That's the main gimmick of glasses. And then we just flood it with item cards. First step of the item card should be to discard cards. I'm going to include 1 rod so we can recover our Pokemon. Wait, no, we need some more. Supporters are difficult because you don't need to play draw supporters as much, but you still want to. I'm going to go straight to the bottom because I know that step 1, we need to be able to gust. Come on people, not hard. 3 boss, we can do lots of gusting. Scroll up. Yeah, Mew doesn't really like carrying the active. If I can carry your bench, that's good. Not your active, don't like it. Where is it? I had it in my brain a minute ago. Saline. It recovers important cards. It's that simple. And that's it for the supporters. No, I'm not kidding. Because of how Mew plays and how Genesect works, we don't need items. Supporters, sorry. We don't need to draw. We'll do all that in our items. We'll play Pragmatic, discard an item card, that's why we want more items, and search check for any card on a coin flip. Difficult, but could bail you out big time. Switching cups is one I like experimenting with, but it's a draw. It puts cards back in the deck to thin. It can work with Elisa. It can get a Silene card, so if you Silene a power tablet you need, or glasses. It's difficult, but it does thin your hand. To help thin the hand, where is our good old friend, old man, old brother, old mate-in-law? Not that, but we do need to switch it up. Old matey, good old Ultra Ball. Discards 2 cards from your hand. That's it. Oh, it finds a Pokemon, but it discards. We're going to play 1 Fog Crystal. That's also rotating, to be fair. That's kind of why I want to play at least 1. But Dreepy, Mew, and Meloetta are all Psychic. It grabs all 4 of them. Yeah. We're going to play Palpad, recovers our supporters. And we're going to play Vacuum. Normally you'd want 2 vacuums, but since this is more of a gimmick, we'll take 1. But Fusion Strike FSMewBox. Attack with your Mew and your chosen Pokemon. So we could Gust and Trap with Dreepy, we could hit with a big stick with Meloetta, Ward, we could do a Selgor. Use all our cards to find our Pokemon, attack with the energies. Let's go give it a go. First of all though, because I sometimes remember and I sometimes don't, I should have some new setup, right? Here we go. The Fusion Strike Elite Training Box. It was a beautiful Elite Training Box, really enjoyed opening it. Didn't pull much, but it was nice. And we'll go with the October 2023 ladder coin. That's not bad. Go. Fusion Strike Mew. Yeah, I'm not very high ranked on this. Let's hop into ladder. Mew Memory. Jesus, it's quite my rank. Memories with Mew. What do I enjoy? Well, the first decent deck that I actually made was an edit of the Mew League Battle deck. Is this hand? No, of course not. My draw's a mess. Basically, it gave you 2 gem sets, 2 Mew lines, Meloetta, and a bunch of other useful cards. I combined 2 to go to my first, non-official. It was just like a tournament. We go second because we can attack with so much in this deck. It was a non-official tournament. It was just one of those you have at your game store. I didn't realise I wasn't meant to be this proper. I then won the tournament without losing a prize. But it was a good tournament and I enjoyed it. And it really helped. Really helped my improvement. Right, we're playing Arcus. We have no fighting types. But that's fine because we'll still beat it. Dr. Pepper. It's just my favourite. Choice Belt. Don't get an NG. And it's V-Guard. Hold on, wait, we can take the care of this guy. But also, he might play Spiritomb. Ladies and gents, we might have the turn 1 donk. And I'm going to pour straight into it. We need to find a switching card. And a power tablet. That's it, ladies and gents. Switching card, power tablet. Annoyingly, Shelmet does have a 3 retreat. 3 energies. And we can't just cheese it with playing a different Shelmet, because then it's not Fusion Strike. Let's do that. We will not grab anything. Alright, so all we need, ladies and gents, is a switching card. Let's switching cups this on the top. Ultra Ball's kind of meh, but it says help us thin hands. Can't play that. We'll do this. I'm leaning quite heavily into this. Normally you wouldn't, but for the content, because we really like winning, I'm going to put everything I've got into winning this match first turn. Which kudos to this Arceus player for actually sticking around though. Alright, we've got 6 more cards. We've got Seal Stone, we've got Chromatic, we've got the switching cards. And we whiffed! Ladies and gents, that wasn't very good. Now he's going to have the boss. Law of Arceus, always find the boss turn 2.